Hello guys, Will here. We have more information about Path of Exile 2. Everyone has been complaining about the issues with the game we are having at the moment. It's awful. It's an awful moment for this game. We were expecting more from Path of Exile 2. They are not meeting our expectations, alright? But today they just released this big communication, as you guys can see here. This big communication talking about all the issues, alright? So on this one, they are talking about the monster life that is too high or player damage is too low, and they want to do some corrections on this and some balances, alright? So firstly, on the Huntress, there are some specific concerns. One of the major ones they've seen on Huntress are a lot of the power of the class is locked behind the parry mechanic and some players do not wish to parry. So the way they found to solve this issue, since we need this parry mechanic to get frenzy charges and increase our power, it's to give us a skill that works like on Monk, alright? So on Monk, we have the Killing Palm, it's here. The Killing Palm, you will get a frenzy charge when you kill that enemy. So on Huntress, we will get the Cool of the Weak, alright? So we'll charge towards the monster and kill it instantaneously and give you a frenzy charge. So this is the new methods they found to solve this issue with the parry, okay? Because with parry, there's a lot of issues. Sometimes it feels like you should parry and you're not parrying. Sometimes you get stunned and players feel like it's not supposed to happen. So a lot of issues are happening with this and they are doing some changes. So to make this type of gameplay feel better, we are going to be buffing the speed of spear throw generally. So the spear throw will be faster and they are buffing all the skills with spears. The damage will remain the same, meaning that you will approximately a 25% buff to DPS from using only Lightning Spear, alright? Some other speed throws will receive slight speed increases, but yeah, Lightning Spear will do much more damage, and this is quite nice because I want to do a Lightning build with the Huntress. Then on player minion damage and life, they are also doing some balances changes, because minion builds, players have been complaining a lot with these builds, not doing enough damage, minions are not doing anything, and yeah, it's not working. So they previously significantly reduced the growth of minion life and damage, and the intention was to mostly hit the top of the end game, but seems that they hit the mid and early game as well. So they are making a change to increase the damage and life that minions get during the campaign to be more similar to before, while still keeping the scaling nerfs that were introduced to higher minion gem levels from the endgame. Great. Then monster life too high, another issue, especially when fighting bosses. They have huge life now, so it's not like we are not doing enough damage, it's more like they have too much life. Alright, so one of the first things we looked considering clean speed concerns was the monster life curve. We found that the monster's life through most of the campaign after Act 1 was probably too high, and they did some adjustments, lowering the monster life by 25%. So this is great. A second issue we found was that the life bonus on rare minions was incredibly high. One of the reasons why this feels particularly bad is because these monsters are still white, but add more life than blue monsters. This calibrates players' expectations, and they are doing some changes. This number has been set back to what it was, so by about 60%. So this is great. Another change they are planning to do, keep in mind all of these changes are being done later, so they will need to work a few days on this before they do any changes, but they already did some updates today, which I'll show you in a second. So large area sizes. Many players are reporting that areas feel like they are too large. Normally when this is the case, the main reason to other concerns such as monster life or player damage being incorrect. So in the meantime, we don't notice that there are some areas that don't have sufficient checkpoints, so we are doing a pass of adding some more of this. Alright. Then crash and disconnects, they are working on that as well. A lot of players have been complaining with crashes and disconnectors. Myself, I had some issues with crashes. I always had, and I still have issues with crashes and disconnects as well. Then quality of life features, this is a great addition as well. So they are working on more extra features. The first one is adding a system for bookmaking locations on your Atlas map. And this system will allow you to save locations with the name on the Atlas. So this is really great, especially when you want to bookmark a citadel to later fight that pinnacle boss. Alright. Another is adding stash tab affinities for more item types, including collectibles and tables and updating the Flask Infinity to include charms. And another one is adding a way to revive specters and tamed beasts so that you can experiment with these options more easily. So these are great, but there's more. So this was the first communication they did overnight, and then they already did these patch notes with some balance changes. So they are doing some balances, so minions have approximately 50% more life through the early campaign. Gem levels, minions will be doing more damage. The life threshold skeletal arsonists can target other minions and ill amount of skeletal clerics has been adjusted as well. And they adjusted the damage, attack speed, and mana cost of these following spear skills, as we've seen before. So, Spear Throw deals 8% more damage at all skill levels. Lightning Spear attack speed is now 60% from 50 and deals 55% more damage. So, probably lightning builds with Spear will be much stronger now. Glacial Lance attack speed is now 50%, it was 45. Storm Lance is 60, was 55. Whirlwind attack speed is now faster. All the above skills have had their mana cost lowered. Okay. Proportional to attack speed increases. Candlemas, the Living Reeds abilities had their cooldown slightly increased. And they fixed the issue. Count Gunner abilities have their cooldown slightly increased. Thank God, because I had so many issues with this boss. And I'm gonna release a video today, later today. Stay tuned. I will release a video with all the issues I had against this boss. He was casting all the skills, like it looked like he was just spamming skills over me, so it was very, very annoying. And Black Shadow Remnant and have their skills rebalanced and visuals improved, so their damage are more closely resemble their visuals. Alright, so great guys, this is great. They are listening to players, doing some updates, some balance changes, and this is what we are looking for, alright? It's great they keep listening to players and doing changes accordingly with the players' expectations. We don't want this game to go in a downhill, and of course this is just on beta yet, so we need to give them a break. We know they are working on this, and they will bring better content and better improvements. We just need to give them some time, alright? Hope you guys enjoy playing Path of Exile 2 today. I'm gonna play a lot and see if I can reach the end game, because I've been not having much time to play this game, and I really want to reach the end game and see how it is now, because I know most of the streamers, they already reached the end game and they are now doing maps. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this video, stay tuned for more, don't forget to leave that like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.